Hey guys, welcome to your weekly movement motivation. I talked about in my newsletter this week about proximal stability for limb mobility. So I want to show you two exercises that are a little different than maybe what you're used to when you think about core exercises that actually stabilize the entire core sling. So in the email I talked about, our core is not just kind of the six pack, so to speak, the aesthetic look of our core. Our core is actually from our shoulders down into our pelvic floor area. So this entire sort of sling part of our body that controls our limbs. If we can stabilize this, it gives more power and more mobility to our limbs, which is what we want. So two different exercises I want to show you this week. One is traditional bird dog. I've done this with a lot of my clients. You've probably done it in an exercise routine that you've done, so you're probably familiar with it. You're going to be in an all-four position. In this position, your knees are going to be underneath your hips, hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, like this. Stabilize, keep everything nice and tight. Try not to dump your belly onto the floor, and try not to arch it up too high either. Nice neutral spine, so there's a little bit of curve down there, which is fine. So you're going to be in this position. Extend opposite leg, opposite arm, set it down, and then switch sides. Okay? You don't need to add any weight to this. You don't need to add any bands to this. This is a great exercise all by itself. The second exercise is called a lift off. This one requires a little bit more neck strength. And so I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. So the first is both hands underneath your lower back. One leg is extended. And all you're going to do is imagine that you're trying to bring your face to the ceiling. So I'm going to lift and then come back down. Because this is a lot of strain on that neck, I would start with only maybe like 5 to 8 reps, see how you feel. Obviously, change legs in midway point. So if you're doing 10 reps, I would do 5 and then switch and do 5 on the other side. Another way that you can do this is actually supporting your head. So hands still underneath your back on one side, hand behind your head, same concept. This is going to take that pressure off of the neck, and you're still going to get a great core activation exercise here. So we're not curling in. That's not where you want to go with this. Think about shooting up. And so you'll notice, if I take my hoodie off, that my core braces as I lift, relaxes as I come down. And that's what you want. Okay, so two very easy core exercises that you can add into your repertoire this week. Great exercises to add in before you start doing a warm-up. They're going to stabilize that core sling of your body so that when you start doing your legs and your arms and start loading those things, loading your limbs, you've got a core that is stable and that is strong and that you can move from. So if you have any questions about either of these, let me know, but try adding these into your repertoire. And if one of them, you really like it, but maybe it's just not quite working for you, also get with me and let me know. Okay, have a great week, guys.